if you look at the research, it's pretty clear. If I'm 48 years old and I show a 70-year-old how to do an exercise, they don't really want to hear it as well, because it's like somebody younger. It's like a 20-year-old telling you how to do so many push-ups. So somebody who is, we're not going to say the age, but near retirement, okay? What we are going to do, though, is demonstrate some key exercises and activities that are going to improve overall function. But we did this last visit as well, but we're going to go ahead with our spooky ghosts all around us here. Ooh. And demo some of the exercises. So what were the exercises I gave you last time?
The lunges.
So lunges is one. Yeah, well, let's just pick them one at a time. So we'll do a lunge, okay?
That's the one I have most trouble with.
Yes, a lunge is a very technical movement, so we're going to change it a little bit. Maybe we'll start with a squat. Let's just see what your squat looks like. And before we get into it, anybody watching this video should also know it actually doesn't matter that much how you squat if you're not lifting heavy weight on your back. If it's just body weight, just get down and back up. As long as you don't have pain or discomfort, I am satisfied with you there. Okay?
Actually, I do have a question about the squats.
Yep.
This knee, my left knee,
yep.
It clicks.
It clicks, but is it painful?
No, it's not.
No. If it's not painful, I'm not overly concerned about the clicking, but a way for you to change the clicking may be to turn your foot out or turn your foot in and just change that angle a little bit and see if that changes. Yep, exactly. Okay. Okay, we can still hear the click right there. Yeah, okay. And then go ahead a little bit. Stand with your feet a little bit wider apart. So if you looked at her first squat right there, you'd see that was relatively narrow, and it does make you a little more tippy, so a slightly wider stance would be better. Yeah, and go again. Okay, we can see the click, but okay, this already looks better than the last time I saw you do it. Because you could see the last time she did it, the first time she did it, she would get down and then it would be like really, and then coming up like this. How long has it been since we started doing this exercise program?
Since last Thursday.
Right, so you only given me a week, and this is something you can see how fast your body actually adapts. So go ahead and just give me 3 more squats like that. Yep, down and up. And there you can see a little more fatigue into it. I might even do this for you, Miss Ivy. I might even say, stand with your legs even a little bit further apart for right now. Can point your toes out just a little bit more. Yep, something like that. Now squat down for me. Nice. And how did that feel? Like there was no click on your knee that time, right?
There's a click.
Oh, there was? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually started this way.
Yeah. So, go back to the midline right there. And anytime you're doing this, it's always an experiment, but you want to start in one area and then slowly move out a little bit as well so you can challenge yourself. And remember, the big trick here would be you can hang on to a door, you could hang onto the side of that bike.
Right.
The door handles will be something you can hold on to lift yourself up. I'll have you turn this way and face me, and we'll just see how it changes a little bit. So I'm going to actually hold your hands. Okay, we're going to grip like this and grip like this, and take one step towards me, actually. Yep, right about there. And now squat down, but I want you to squat back. So sit back, because I've got you. Yep. Nice and deep. Good. And I know people have heard don't go below 90 degrees. For body weight, you totally should go below 90 degrees. And that deep squat is really going to give you the maximum muscle gain and benefit right there.
Okay.
So squat number 1, and a little bit of huffing and puffing, but that's good. Challenge your cardiovascular system.
Okay, so not to worry about the clicking. Why is it clicking?
So noise from joints can come from multiple different things. It could be a little bit of a tendon snapping over an edge. There's little fat pads in there that can shift around. It could be the bone itself slipping over top of a little bit of the femoral condyles. Multiple different causes. If it's not painful or irritating you in any way, I'm not overly concerned. And a prime example would be like in your shoulder. If I move my shoulder around, clunkety, clunkety, clunk, or if I move my wrist around, clunkety, clunkety, clunk, but it's not painful, so it's okay. Okay? All right, so that's going to be 1. What was the next one? You want to try the lunge?
Yeah, I really have trouble with that.
Yeah, so you could do this against the wall, which is going to be easier, or with a hand railing or something like that, or I'm going to just be here to support you with one hand, okay? And you can go ahead and do your lunge. Boom, yep, and then come back up, nice, okay? And you can see this is good for balance, good for movement, excellent, okay? And even try and do it walking backwards now.
What do you mean?
Step back.
Lunge back?
Yeah, well, no, do the same lunge, so do the same, stay where you were. Do the same lunge, so step this foot back, lunge down, boom, back up, and then step the other foot back, nice, good. We do this in jiu-jitsu as well, and you actually look pretty good. When you do jiu-jitsu, you have to go down and take the person like this when you do it, so you can see that movement is not bad, okay? So lunges are great, and she's huffing and puffing, so when you're watching this, look at how you're huffing and puffing now. If you give me like 3 to 6 weeks of this, you're going to see your cardiovascular ability improve substantially as well, okay?
It seems like this matting
Yep.
that helps, like it's easier
Yes.
on my feet and on my knees.
It's an easier on all of your joints. When you use a soft surface, which is why I recommend a carpeted surface whenever you can, it's going to be just that much more supportive when you come down and hit. Okay? So all of that's going to make it just that much easier for you. Even if you were doing something, we could even add some jumping jack or just some little jumping like that for you as well, but we'll get into that in a second. So we've got squats, we've got lunges. What else?
This thing.
Yeah, we're going to call these lateral raises, okay? So if you're at home, you don't have any weights, you can just use your arms and go through it, or you could take some soup cans if you wanted to, or some pots, whatever else it is. But luckily we've got some weights, and I know you've been practicing with the 3-pounders. I wonder if you want to try the 5-pounders.
3-pounders is okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So all you're going to do is just, good stance. So a couple of key things. Knees are bent just to absorb a little bit of force. You're balanced over top of your hips, and then go ahead and do the movement. Yep, and all the way up and all the way down. So the research is pretty clear on this too. Your max benefit is actually going to be from about here down. As you go up, the lever arms decrease in their length, so you're not actually lifting as much weight. And you don't necessarily have to go all the way up. Full range of motion is good though, so you can kind of find your own balance right there. Nice. And nice, slow, controlled reps. The same thing for the squat and the same thing for the lunge. If you just drop into it, it's not as good as if you slowly go through the action and really feel the load in the tissue and then bring yourself back up. Okay? But go again. Lateral raises. Nice. And if I could get you to do one more thing, I'd add you a little more breath with it. Okay? Inhaling. Yep. And then exhaling. And even this will work on lung capacity and everything, which decreases definitely as we get older. Okay? And any of these exercises, you're doing them until you feel a little bit fatigued, or roughly, 8 to 12 reps kind of thing, and we can kind of build on it from there as your skill set and body adapts. Yep. Nice. Okay, so lateral raises was another one. We can put the weights back. What else are you thinking?
What was it? The stacks.
Yes, walking up a stair. Okay, so
It's easy.
it is. Well, just wait. So this is the other thing. If you look at what actually initiates gluteal action the best, it's usually going to be a step up, and you got to get past 90 degrees. And I love giving it as an exercise because you can pull up on the handrail. It's kind of like a lunge. We don't have anything here that's going to be stepping up quite that high, but I have to make something higher for you because you're too strong. Let me grab a chair. Ooh, this will be a good check. This will be a good one. Okay, I will be right back with a chair. Perfect. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so this movement right here is going to be a higher step. Okay, this would be the equivalent of you stepping up 2 stairs. What I'm going to do is hold your hand here as well. Pick whichever leg you want and just step up. So you can step in the center right here. Boom. Up. Yep, good. And then come on back down. Okay, we'll do this sometimes on the exam table. Step up again. Yep. Okay, so it's not bad, but if you watch what Ivy's doing, go back down again. The padding helps for sure, but she's pushing with this hand into her leg to generate power to push up. Okay? If you can do it without that, it'll actually work into your legs even more. Feel a little bit different maybe, but not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah, but you have good strength right there. And mix it up. So you stepped right foot up first each time. Now go left foot up first each time. See the difference?
Yeah, I actually use this to...
Yeah. Yep. Nice. Okay? And these are good power building, muscle building, bone density building exercises. All right, so step ups are going to be there. What else? Push-ups are going to be there. What? I remember when we first started this dealing with shoulder injury that you had, and you're like, push-ups, you were just doing them against the wall. But let's see what you've got on the mat here. Okay? Nice. And so this is a great variation on the push-ups right here. So you can see that she has her knees bent and is basically working forward into her upper body without having to lift all of her leg weight or anything like that. This is a new movement for you, Ivy, so this is excellent. Okay? Only danger here would be that if your arms really got weak, you'd face plant a little bit. If you want to add more to it, though, instead of your knees being back, you can put your knees back even further and then bring yourself forward and then come back. How does that feel? Harder, but you're getting stronger. Nice. Give me like 3 reps of that. That would be good. Yep. And if you have a coach or somebody like that who's here with you, or this is a doctor supervised exercise, it's just somebody else who's going to give you that extra little push. Nice. Okay. Super good. Okay. Yep. And again, you're shooting for that 8 to 12 reps. Play around with your knee position and all that. It will all make you stronger. Okay. What else can we do? Those are the main ones.
There was 6 things.
Yep, there was also going to be deadlifts in that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So where you're picking up a weight. And this was one thing where she was really surprised at the very start too, because we gave you the 8 kg, what is that going to be? Like 20 pound-ish kettlebell.
Right.
And you found this to be too light. But let's just go through the movement right here so you can see it. Yep, good movement. Now, because she's already doing step-ups, you're already doing step-ups, squats, and lunges, you can make this. We don't need another knee bending exercise. We can give her one that works more as a hip hinge, and this is going to be a better choice right here. So it'll work more kinetic chain and hamstrings and posterior kinetic chain with the erector spinae. And I feel like that's too light, so we're going to give her the 30-pound kettlebell weight right here, and she'll have no problem with this either.
Again, I struggle with this.
I saw you do it. Yeah. Nice. So even this exercise here, it looks relatively simple, but it actually works on coordination of balance and strength and everything as you're doing it. Okay? Right. How do you know if you've exercised too hard?
Something sore, pain?
Well, a little bit of soreness is okay because you get delayed onset muscle soreness, but if you feel really lightheaded or like you're going to lose your balance or something like that, then you need to slow it down just a little bit.
Okay.
But it's good to challenge your cardiovascular system into those areas so that you have resilience and adaptability into it. Okay. Now, I was just reading some research on the weekend, and I'm going to add one new exercise here for you.
Okay.
And it's going to be a jumping type exercise. So if my goal is to maintain muscle mass, we'll have you turn and face the camera that way, to maintain as much muscle mass and bone density, what people actually need to do is they need to hit the ground with a little bit of force. Now this padded floor is going to be fine to start, good for your knees and joints, but if you just start jumping, and you're jumping for like 30 seconds, and you're just bouncing up and down, I always ask patients and I say, what % of your body weight is going through your feet and knees right now when you jump?
100%.
And everybody says that. They want to say 100%. But guess what? There's the force of momentum traveling through.
Oh.
So it's more like 200% or 300%. So when you hit the ground, that puts extra shock and load onto your joints. That should be normal functioning and normal functional ranges that don't cause injury and improve muscle mass, bone density, and coordination. And I know it looks goofy, but let's just do it. We're just going to sit here and bounce. Okay? How's everybody doing today? Okay, what's your plan for the weekend? Anything like that. If you want to add more to it, you could go into jumping jacks or something like this if you wanted to, whatever it's going to be, but some way that it also gets your cardiovascular system up as well. Okay?
You know, when I was young, like really young, decades ago, this road skipping,
yes,
was so much fun. Now it's like, oh.
But now you're doing it. So those are some great tips for you there, Ivy. We'll just say bye to everybody, and we'll see you in the future.
See you in the future.
All right, nice. Okay. So those will be the ones that I would add. So just the current research that I saw, just